What's good, YouTube? How you guys doing today? It's your boy Jarrell back at it again with another reaction video. Now today I'm gonna be reacting to 10 rare unreleased video photos that really nobody ever seen before because they're rare. Now I really don't know what to expect from this video, but I'm just I'm just ready to just look at the unnormal, like just look at some crazy, like, disgusting stuff.
Pictures tell a story frozen in time. Sometimes their story is immediately evident, while other times you may have to dig a little to find it. Historical and famous events captured on film are a rarity, but their stories are fascinating. Here are just a few of these photos from the past. Fainting before the Queen. While
Wow.
meeting Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II may seem overwhelming, one foot guard appeared to definitely be overwhelmed. However, he wasn't overwhelmed by the presence of the Queen. On a very hot day in June 1970, Queen Elizabeth II was riding by during the Trooping the Colours ceremony in London, an event to celebrate her birthday each year. It was just poor timing that this guard collapsed due to the heat, just as the Queen went by. World's tallest man. Robert Pershing Wadlow, otherwise known as the Giant of Illinois, was an American man that became famous for his
What
incredible
the
height.
heck?
Before he died in July 1940,
Yo!
he had reached an amazing 8 foot 11 inches and is still
8 foot. He
considered
was
the
almost
world's
9
tallest
feet
man.
tall.
His great height was attributed to a hyperactive pituitary gland. His legs were so long he needed braces and a cane to walk. He traveled with the Ringling Brothers Circus, and after doing a tour with the International Shoe Company, they began to supply him with shoes size 36 free of charge.
What?
Building the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh.
This amazing suspension bridge in San Francisco, California is 3 miles long and a mile wide. It took 4 years to build, from January 1933 until April 1937. It cost $35 million, coming in $1.3 million under budget and ahead of schedule. Thanks to the safety measures put in place by Joseph Strauss, only 11 workers died and 19 were saved by the nets during construction. It's one of the wonders of the modern world and was the longest suspension bridge in the world until 1964. White Night Riots. In May 1979, the White Night riots in San Francisco were triggered by the lenient sentence handed down to Dan White after he shot and killed Harvey Milk and Mayor George Moscone. Milk was the first openly gay elected official in the U.S. Despite the initial charge of first-degree murder, White was only convicted of voluntary manslaughter, which only carried a 7-year prison term. The gay community was so enraged they took to the streets, causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage to City Hall and the surrounding area.
Wow.
Paper Towers. This CD-ROM can hold more information than all of the paper that's here below me, said Bill Gates in 1994. The co-founder of Microsoft Corporation started his business in 1975 and watched as it grew into one of the most successful businesses in the world. It also made him one of the richest men in the process. While Microsoft continues to grow, it's amazing to think that from 1994 to today, the phones in our pockets can hold over 300 CDs worth of information. Testing at Bikini Atoll. Between 1946 and 1958, 23 nuclear devices were detonated by the U.S. at Bikini Atoll. There were several different testing sites in the area, including sites underwater. The first tests were codenamed Operation Crossroads at the beginning of the Cold War with the Soviet Union. Due to nuclear testing, the area became uninhabitable, contaminating both the soil and water. The U.S. paid former residents of the island $2 billion in compensation for the damages caused. Habitable, contaminated.
What happened?
Both the soil and water. The U.S. paid former residents of the island $2 billion in compensation for the damages caused. As of 2014, it was deemed possible for residents to return, but so far, very few have. Baby gas masks. During the Battle of Britain in 1940, the threat of chemical warfare loomed over England, so they made sure they were prepared. While an aerial war was waged between German forces and the British Royal Air Force, hospitals performed a series of drills to ensure their patients were safe. Due to the air raids, factories and other buildings were often targeted. As a precaution, babies were fit with special gas masks, and the staff was constantly prepared for the worst. Bodybuilding. Before his film and political careers, Arnold Schwarzenegger had a different profession. Schwarzenegger began weightlifting when he was a young teenager and won the title of Mr. Universe at the age of 20. He also holds the title of Mr. Olympia, which he has won 7 times. His amazing physique helped him land the role as Conan the Barbarian in 1982.
Okay, I didn't know he
Trench
played
warfare.
in that.
Some would see it differently. During the First World War in 1917, trench warfare between the Allies and the Central Powers of Germany and Austria-Hungary raged. While soldiers were protected from small arms fire and artillery, bombs and gas were another thing.
Look at that
During
mask.
this war, more than 9 million combatants were killed, and it was considered one of the deadliest conflicts in history. Marilyn meets the Queen. In London's Leicester Square for a royal film performance, a young Queen Elizabeth II and Marilyn Monroe would meet. Both women were 30 years old at the time, in October 1956. Monroe was there as a guest for the screening of The Battle of the River Plate with her husband, Arthur Miller. She was joined as well by Victor Mature, an American stage and film actor. MGM Lion. Leo was the lion used for the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and late Goldwyn Pictures film logos. Several different lions have been used since 1924 and were trademarked as Leo the Lion, but only the lion used in 1957 was actually named Leo. The other lions were named Slats, Jackie, Telly, Coffee, Tanner, and George. In addition to being logo lions, many of the lions also appeared in Hollywood films like Ben-Hur and Tarzan. There are still rumors that Slats, the first lion used by MGM, killed his trainer, but this was simply not true. His trainer, Volney Pfeiffer, long outlived the lion and passed away in the 1970s after retiring as a prominent animal trainer.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, it was a little educational. I mean, I thought it would be a bit more like crazier photos in there, but it is what it is. Give it a like, smash the subscribe button if you want more content from me. Now, be back at it again tomorrow with another reaction video. If you guys want me to react to or do a certain video, DM me on Snapchat and Instagram. They'll be in the description down below. See you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. Peace.